You probably clicked this video either already hating, liking, or being completely out of the loop when it comes to the game. Whatever the case may be, I urge you to form your own opinion after seeing what will be shown. I want to make this extremely clear. I don't believe the game hates Kendrick, but he does feel like he should have his position, as well as the overwhelming respect and praise he gets, and I will prove that over the course of this video. If you want to disagree in the comments or say I don't understand LA politics, that's fine, but please watch until the end once I've laid all the evidence flat. Now let's get into it.
Hey man, hey look man, hey Compton niggas man, that shit all smooth, Crip and Blood shit. Can't nobody in Compton out rap game, nigga. Can't nobody in Compton out rap me. Nigga.
Facts. Talk to him.
Nigga, Kendrick, my nigga, Kendrick do his shit. I love that nigga to death, nigga. I love Kendrick to death, but I flew past Kendrick when that nigga was on foot, nigga, in a Range Rover and showed him how to do this shit. Don't play, nigga, don't play with game name, nigga. Compton nigga, hardest nigga, Compton, rapping, lyricist nigga, me. Any nigga say any different nigga, I'll body him and the nigga he fuck with.
Now me personally, I wouldn't get mad at the first part when he said he feels like he's the best. All rappers do that. I talk like that to my brothers and cousins all the time when we playing basketball or fighting games or whatever. The issue is the second part when he said Dot was on foot while he was riding around in fancy cars in a down-talking, condescending manner. Yeah, you got signed before him, but that does not mean you're perpetually better than him like you're alluding to. Chuck T is sitting on Clubhouse trying to say, I rap better than Kendrick because he seen me being rich when he was younger, which is a false equivalence. In Kendrick's song, Black Boy Fly, he details being a kid and seeing the game riding around after he got a deal. And Dot looked up to him as he did every person from Compton who made it out and found success. But Game's ego is so inflated, he hyper fixates on that single part of the track where he was mentioned, as if he's the sole reason Kendrick became what he was, completely missing the entire point of the record.
He never sees Kendrick as competition.
Can't nobody in Compton out rap game.
He definitely viewed Kendrick as competition, even if it's no real smoke. Rap-wise, it's always competition if you're both actively making music trying to sell records. But in his defense, he was drunk.
Hey, yo, and I don't do this shit a lot, glasses, but I'm off a few shots of tequila.
Now, this is not some young rapper. This man about to be 50 in a few years and can't control what he says or does under the influence of alcohol. Keep this in mind because this will be a recurring excuse throughout the video. But first,
honestly, a drunk mind gonna speak the truth. That's how he really feels about Kendrick. That's how he really be feeling about most rappers in Compton. That's how he really feels when he feels threatened. So let's get back into it. It's your boy, What's Up G. Don't forget to drop a like, drop a comment, and subscribe. We're on the road to 10K. Let's get it.
Let's hear the opinion of someone who worked side by side Mr. LA Confidential.
He says a lot of people's names for shock value. He says things he doesn't mean. He says a lot of things and take it back. You know, he had issues with Joe Buttons. Then he runs into him in the club and they're taking pictures. He had issues with Memphis Bleak. Then he ran into Memphis Bleak. In Miami, it was no problem. See, I'm not a fake person. I'm going to tell you exactly what it is. He has a lot of inconsistencies.
Now, 50 Cent is a massive troll who was in countless rap beefs himself. His relationship soured with many people, but he always stayed in Dre and Eminem's good graces, at least publicly. Of course, everybody has problems behind the scenes, but true professionalism is the ability to handle your issues hidden from the view of the camera's eye. Dre and M are the people who helped put him on. The Game, on the other hand, can't help but slander them on various interviews, then try to be neutral on others.
When you did Drink Champs, you said Kanye did more for me in 2 weeks than Dre did throughout my entire career.
Right.
Do you feel that's a fair statement?
I feel like I was on Drink Champs, and you should just understand that the first word in Drink Champs is drink.
You were drinking.
Okay, he admits he can't hold his liquor, but you knew you were gonna be on camera. Seemed calculated. Let's go a layer deeper.
I was drinking, but at the end of the day, I feel like at that time, man, Ye was doing a lot for me that he didn't necessarily have to do. And Ye has always been there for me and always had my back. And what I can say about Dre is Dre ain't always had my back.
Even before this interview, Kanye was producing for him way back in the early 2000s. And to my knowledge, I didn't ever hear Kanye talk bad about Game. Correct me if I'm wrong. So how do you think he paid homage or respect to one of his past collaborators, Mr. West?
I'm a goat, nigga. I held Kim Kardashian by the throat, nigga. I made her swallow my kids until she choked. I should apologize, cause they my folks, nigga.
Regardless of how you feel about the Kardashian, he knew that was that man's wife. Yeah.
He kind of like, he actually just proved what 50 said about him. Saying like he says a lot of shock value stuff to try to get reactions. Because like, how you gonna say that's my folks, but you disrespecting his wife at the time? Game, get it together, my boy.
They pose zero threat to you. You just wanted a moment and start doing weird stuff like you always do. Remember what 50 said in that clip?
He says a lot of people's names for shock value.
He has
brought
a
it right
4-hour
back.
interview on Drink Champs that I am not watching. But from the clips I seen, he says a bunch of wild stuff as usual. I get it though. That's the whole goal of Drink Champs, but as seen in previous clips, he indulges in liquor and goes off on a tirade, regardless if he's on that particular platform or not.
And I used to think Eminem was better than me.
So what you saying right now?
He's not. Challenge. Hey, challenge it.
Game, you don't want to go versus against
Yes,
Eminem.
I do. What do you mean? Yeah, I do. The fuck you mean? So what you trying to say? Hey, let's just say what you're trying to say. You trying to say that I don't want to have a fight with the white man?
No, I just want to stay on some drama. That's all.
Hey, it's not.
Game has been no stranger to saying he feels like he's better than Eminem, even in interviews while he's sober. I included it in this section because he was clearly drunk, and this segment mostly highlights things he stated while he was intoxicated. A drunk mind speaks a sober heart, and Game is drunk.
sure.
I guess he likes to party.
I was running around with Puff for a minute, but we was just partying, man. Puff liked to party. So that's basically all we did. A lot of parties in Atlanta with him and V.
Man, what the hell were you doing in Atlanta with Diddy?
P. Diddy be wanting the body, and you gotta tell him no. You got to tell him no.
Freaky ass nigga, he a 69 God. Freaky ass nigga, he a 69 God.
Hella people been at parties with Diddy. He's been rich and famous.
Y'all know how I am with Diddy. This is a no diddler fly zone on this channel. I grind Diddy up every chance I get. So I didn't even hear that clip of him partying with Diddy. That was insane. And it's an indictment. Alright. What, yo?
Nearly 30 years. I'm sure he got invited to plenty of places. But partying with Diddy in Atlanta is a whole nother ballpark. Anyways, let's move on to the next focal point of this video essay. Earlier, I detailed how Jayceon spoiled his working relationship with some of the top rappers in the industry. The Super Bowl incident perfectly encapsulates why he shouldn't have. Kendrick, Dre, Snoop, Mary J, Eminem, and 50 Cent all performed at the SoFi Stadium in 2022 for the Super Bowl. Game did not get an invite and was, of course, very unhappy.
The real reason I wasn't on the Super Bowl is because I'm not a safe artist. You don't know what Game gonna do when you get up there. The Super Bowl is in LA, right? It's a Dr. Dre Super Bowl, but it is Jay-Z. But Jay-Z understands the dynamics of West Coast hip hop very well. And I don't think Jay-Z would have had a problem if Dre would have said, we bringing Game on the Super Bowl. LA, all around the Super Bowl, and I don't get the call. So
How'd you feel?
I was hurt by that.
Thank you.
You weren't on a Super Bowl because you openly badmouthed nearly everyone on stage and got into a shootout with one of the performers. Even
Right.
if you did talk to 50 in person, bro hold grudges and still don't like you.
Why am like what was the
You wanna
origin?
know
of-
why?
Yeah.
Because 50 can't rap. And so I gotta go a level up and challenge the better rapper.
He says a lot of people's names for shock value.
So your whole gripe with Eminem is because 50 can't rap with you? Bro, you a grown ass man in his 40s. That don't even sound right.
That Super Bowl was in LA. It was an LA team, and it was just some LA shit, and it was in SoFi, and I just felt like Game should have been there, and I wasn't. And yeah, that shit definitely did hurt my feelings, so I just took the shot on him.
You can find so
This dude really be always disrespecting people then apologizing. Like, this is like a in the moment hater. And like, you ever see that meme where it say watch people that like say little jokes in a funny way, jokes about you in a funny way, or they say hating stuff in a funny way? That's the game, bro. He really be saying little hating stuff and try and play it all. Like, nah, bro, you a certified hater. You mad at your situation and the choices that you made. You made an initial choice at the beginning of your career that honestly I don't think you like to deal with. You turned on a bunch of loyal dudes. Ooh, let's talk about it. Those dudes you turned your back on, Dre, and 50, they loyal to each other, loyal to the soil, and you turned your back on them. And you don't like that neither one of those will break a chain of command to come on your side. You don't like that Dre won't break the chain. They holding hands. They holding hands in a circle. You like, Dre, come over here. He like, no. No, I ain't going nowhere. I'm staying loyal to where I was at. You should have. I brought you into the circle. You didn't stay loyal. That's on you. He hates that decision that he made. That's the truth behind it. That's the truth. Let's finish this joint though. But if you want to know the truth, I don't think he can deal with that decision he made a long time ago.
many more clips of him blatantly lying and contradicting himself on these different platforms. I just got lazy and stopped caring the deeper I delved into the rabbit hole. A majority of his comments were made after the Super Bowl, yes, but do you see how he's acting like an entitled child? At this point, it seems like they were right to leave you out. Let you tell it, everybody is slighting you. They're intentionally against you and don't want to see you shine. You made millions off touching shoulders with these people, but that's not enough. You acting like a spoiled brat who clearly not as famous as he once was. but your ego never shrunk. And that leads into my final talking point centering this dude, his unchecked ego, something that played a role in nearly all of his inflammatory statements. He's constantly on the prowl for credit and validation.
I helped every single body on the West Coast at some point in their career. And we both said that YG is self-made and he did his thing, but at the end of the day, I was the blood that made it worldwide before YG. So that had to be some sort of motivation even for my homie. You know what I'm saying?
Do y'all hear this, man? I know YG is self-made, but I know he seen me. I was the first worldwide blood, so I know I inspired him. Man, DJ Quick exists. Get off your high horse. Also, he said 50 Cent can't make great music with anybody else.
At one point or another, we were friends and we made great music. He can't make great music with nobody else.
Okay, anyways, let's get into his recent Instagram rant to close things out. It's getting irritating watching this dude interviews. I'm not gonna play the whole thing. It's a lot of rambling and repeating, but I will highlight certain points.
Be in my own lane, chilling, nigga. Taking care of my kids out the fucking way, nigga. That's how I made it this far in this fucking game, man. Puff like the party. So that's basically all we did.
And that's why I don't want to be a part of hip hop no more. Cause it just,
you know what I'm saying? I looked out for Top Dog before it was, top nigga. I could have, Top Dog wanted to motherfucking give me half a Top Dog. I didn't want nothing from niggas though, bro. I just wanted to push niggas in the right direction.
Did you peep what he just did right there? Let me play the clip one more time before I explain it.
I could have, Top Dog wanted to motherfucking give me half a Top Dog.
This harkens back to the beginning of the video. He's claiming he could have owned half of Top Dog back in the day when this has zero to do with his initial reason for hopping on live. His ego got hurt because of the online trolling, so this his slick way of saying I could have owned Kendrick, so stop saying he above me. This off script, but watch out for any human that counts favors like Jayceon is doing right now. He can say all day he doing this from the heart, but if you putting all your alleged favors on blast as soon as you get some backlash, you only did them for approval, not because you truly felt like it was the right thing to do. Listen to me very carefully, Mr. LA Confidential. If you own half a Top Dog back in the day, that label would have never got off the ground. You make some of the worst decisions I ever seen from a musical and branding standpoint. You also burned so many bridges they wouldn't have got nearly as much shine as they did.
For sure.
They got the Dr. Dre cosign instead of dealing with you.
Nip asked me personally what he could do to pay me back for what I did for him. I met Nip on the streets. I brought Nip in the studio, Encore Studios, Burbank, California. Got on 2 of his songs and let him go do his thing. And Nip rose to his celebrity and to his power.
Why do you feel the need to mention all of this? You couldn't have just said the reason why you didn't go? You claimed you did all that stuff for Top Dog and Nipsey off the strength, off love, and they didn't have to pay you back. So why mention it? Especially if the streets already know you solid.
Top Dog know what it is. Kendrick know what it is. YG know what it is. Mustard know what it is. Ty Dolla $ign know what it is. Dr. Dre know what it is. Snoop know what it is. Hit Boy know what it is. My nigga Dom Kennedy know what it is. All the powers that be on the West Coast.
Kendrick helped people, but I help people too, guys. Give me credit, internet fans. I don't care what you guys think, but let me disprove your narratives.
I don't give a fuck about what nobody on the internet who don't know either one of us feel. I really don't.
Let's keep it pushing, man.
Drake is my brother. I fuck with Drake.
we is not going against Kendrick for no Drake. We'd have blood up. Nigga, if Kendrick would have pulled up and told Blood get in the middle of the street, Blood would have to get in the middle of the street.
I ain't gonna lie. Y'all might be cool, but he probably won't appreciate Wax saying this about him.
I wake up, nigga, take care of these kids. I motherfucking make sure that they motherfucking private school is paid for. I make sure my mama mortgage is good, my mortgage is good, my kids' mamas is good, all my people good. While y'all out here, okay, fell off, he ain't, cause I don't put out music every day, cause I ain't running to the motherfucking internet when I wake up looking for validation. That shit don't make me or break me.
Why are you on live clearing everything up, counting favors, and listing everything you did then?
I don't wake up in the morning trying to motherfucking prove myself to nobody. I done did it. I done sold platinum records. I done been around the world.
Genuine question. What do you think it is you doing right now?
And at this point, I could be rambling, nigga, but I gotta make sure I get it off, nigga, cause I don't do this shit every day, man.
You definitely are rambling. You don't do it every day, but you do this damn near every time you get on an interview.
I done a gang of shit for LA. I paid for a gang of motherfucking funerals. My homies, niggas that wasn't from my hood. I done gave niggas money around this motherfucking nigga, walking niggas, music in the offices, did a gang of shit. Nigga. Like I said, you can ask any West Coast rap nigga what it is with me. Nigga. They gonna tell you. Nigga. Chuck Taylor, nigga, one of the most solid niggas ever out this motherfucker.
Do y'all see how much he trying to prove himself to people whose opinion he doesn't care about, allegedly?
I don't give a fuck about what nobody on the internet who don't know either one of us feel. I really don't. Been out here, and I'm still here, nigga. And that's what it is. All right? So, it's summertime, man. LA like to get hot in the summer. What the fuck? It's like a trillion bees. I'm gonna take my ass in the motherfucking crib. But yeah, that's probably the call, man. Bees everywhere out this hole.
But not only that, his ego is crazy. Like, it's almost like he's searching for validation, and he wants people to be like, yeah, Game is the big homie that helped everybody. So let's show him love and let's turn around and help him. But that's not how it works, and that's not how you maneuver as a great leader. As a great leader, you do for people, and the fruits underneath you, they going to bear and show themselves regardless. If the fruit ain't there, that means you wasn't really doing it from the heart and you wasn't doing it right. It is what it is, my boy. But you can't trick us into thinking that you're a great person. No, your track record has been your track record over the years. You a hater and a snake. That's how you've been your whole career, bro. Stop acting like you solid and thorough. You've been a snake your whole career. I think the game can rap. Ain't nobody taking that from him. The boy can rap. But as far as just being a solid dude, because you bring all that street stuff into your music and all that. Well, when you bring all that, now we judging your character. And when we judge your character, you fail miserably. It is what it is. You made that bed.
Wow. All you had to do was say why you weren't there, which I'm pretty sure he did not do. He repeating himself so much, this 17-minute live could have been condensed into like 3 minutes. Scratch that. He could have just made a post saying why he couldn't make it like Vince Staples did. Closing statements. This was just unnecessary, but he can't let it go. His ego is easily bruised. That's why he's so defensive, even though he doesn't care about what random people on the internet think, allegedly. Bro gotta learn how to not respond. Let's say I'm reaching when I compiled all this evidence and the game is actually being genuine with everything he says. His reaction and the fact he constantly comparing himself to Kendrick like he's trying to go blow for blow on who impacted the West more makes him look jealous. He'll compare himself to Dot, then walking back and try to mask it with, that's my brother, we from Compton. Kendrick is not about to go on a damn near 20-minute rant saying how much he did for people. You will and have done so more than once. You stamped, you official in the screech like you claim, right? Then there's no need to explain yourself in multiple interviews and on live. Everybody gets talked about and trolled on this internet. You've been in this too long to be moving how you moving. I can't speak on what fame has done to you or what you have seen.
Stuff like the party. So that's basically all we did.
All I do, like anybody else with an opinion online, is post and get my thoughts on what's shared.
And me and Ye, you know what I'm saying? We got this thing where it's like, and y'all should apply it to your life too. It's like control your narrative. Like get in front of that. You know what I'm saying?
And you probably shouldn't be taking speaking advice from Kanye. I feel like Game is kind of like a middle child. He always felt like Dre didn't give him enough attention. He put a majority of his time in the Eminem, and that bothers Game. You should have just did your own thing like 50 and treated the people who skyrocketed you to success with respect. But that's all I had to say on the matter. These interview clips I posted are only the tip of the iceberg. He got so many more, especially pertaining to Eminem. Remember, he dissed him before. I most certainly missed some stuff. I just got tired of sifting through this man's backlog of interviews. But what do y'all think? Am I reaching? Looking too deep into it? Feel free to argue with me in the comments.
Yo, shout out, bro. This was fire. And with the game, like I said, he made a decision with Dr. Dre, Eminem, 50 Cent, some of the most powerful dudes in the world back in the day, to turn his back on them, snake them, and choose a bunch of guys that don't hold him down to this day. He chose Ja Rule, Fat Joe, Jadakiss. Ain't none of them dudes doing songs with him right now. You get what I'm saying? And they not even coming nowhere near him. He chose those guys instead of staying loyal and staying down to the guys that brought him into the game. And then we had interviews with Jim Jones. If you remember that, I think it was Drink Champs. Jim Jones had exposed that the game was always planning to snake 50 Cent. He was always planning to get on with G-Unit, then turn around and try to bite 50 Cent's head off and take his spot. That was always his plan. You was always a snake. You was always brought into the squad and you was always planning to do some nut stuff. No, bro. And then when that didn't work, look what happened. You ended up falling off. You're not rich like Eminem. You're not rich like Dr. Dre. You're not rich like 50 Cent. You're not even current like these guys. They're still making moves and doing great things, and you made a choice that was unnecessary, and now you're mad because they won't let you back in the circle. They don't trust you. And I think every time he looks at that decision, he's like, well, they're not going to mess with me anyway, so I'm going to go right at them, which is hood logic. If I can't get money with you, then I'm going at you. I get that logic. I understand it. That's a street logic. Like, yo, if you get money on this block over here, and you ain't trying to get money with me or let me get money with you, well, I'm gonna come take the block then. I get it, my boy. I get it. I get how you thinking. That's how you thinking. because that's the only option you got left. But you can't keep taking it out on everybody just because of a mistake and a decision that you made. You made that decision. You could have been just as rich as everybody else. You get what I'm saying? Ain't no way that Tony Yayo and Uncle Murder is touring with 50 Cent right now. No. You were the best rapper. You could have stayed exactly where you was at, and you could have been known as the best rapper. You could have been Drake on Young Money. Yes, there would have been an Eminem there, but just keep doing your thing, Drake. Lil Wayne there, just keep doing your thing, Drake. Just keep doing your thing. Lil Wayne is known as the best rapper alive, the best rapper in the world. Just keep doing your thing, Drake. Keep doing your thing, gang. Cause you're a heck of a rapper. Keep doing your thing. Eventually we'll acknowledge and we'll say it ourselves. Yo, I think he might be just as good as so-and-so. And you would have had that spotlight to say that. But you don't have that spotlight, so now you're trying to get us to say it. You're trying to say it yourself. This is to sum it up, this is what playing yourself looks like. If you never knew what somebody playing themselves look like, this is what playing yourself look like. It's the truth of the matter. I ain't trying to hurt nobody's feelings. If you're a big game fan, you can tell me where I'm lying at in the comments. I'm just keeping it a beam. It's your boy, What's Up G. I'm back with another banger. We on the road to 10K. Drop a like. Leave a comment. Let me know how y'all feel. And don't forget to subscribe. I'm out, y'all. I gotta keep it a beam with y'all. The game be in the way.